right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What the what? It's New Comic Book Day! On a Thursday, it's New Comic Book Day for me, which is kind of amazing because my comics come from Indiana. They get put in the mail at about 5 o'clock at night, and they showed up the next morning at about 10:30 at my house in Washington State. That is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Anyway, comics are here, and my little handy dandy sheet says I have 12 comics. Quick glance at the comics that are going to be here. One of them I don't think I care about, but whatever. But only 12 comics. Kind of amazing, huh? Yeah, let's get right to it and show off some comics. Oh, the beginning of this, and I'll say at the end of it too, no comic book roundtable this weekend. At least not that I'm hosting, unless somebody else gets a wild hair and decides they're going to host the show and do a show. My daughter is in marching band, and it is the annual Christmas parade, so I will be at that. It goes on at night because, of course, it's lighted. So I'll be there. So no comic book roundtable. Okay. Anyway, my books this week. Let's see what we got first here. Seven to Eternity, issue number 3. Curious to see how this team of rebels works out. Beautiful fantasy art all the way through this by Jerome Opeña. So yeah, we'll be excited. I'm probably least excited about this of all the Remender books that are out, but still really super solid, really liking it. And it's definitely interesting. Up next is Superman Annual. I'm excited to check this out. It looks like it's all, as opposed to the other annual I know I'm getting this week, it's Tomasi Gleason. Jimenez looks like doing some art on it too. Really like that cover. That's a cool cover where he's getting pulled down by Swamp Thing, it looks like. So really curious to see how that all pans out. Annuals tend to be kind of one and done stories. That's okay. Be excited to check that out. I've just been digging Superman of this Rebirth stuff. So yeah, this is the book I didn't really care about. This is Surgeon X number 3. I never got Surgeon X number 2, so I must have missed ordering it. That's starting to become a habit with me. So I'm kind of locking down my pull list better with Discount Comic Book Service. I'm going to start using the pull list service now that I'm not doing bundle deals with stuff. To see if I can make sure and not screw up missing things. Wasn't really pumped by the first issue. I'll probably give this one a read, even though I don't have 2. I'll probably find number 2 someplace. I doubt I'm going to keep getting the book. Yes, Exodus, The Life After. This is the penultimate issue. This is issue number 9. The next issue is the last issue of this, and then we start whatever the next thing is that these creators will be doing. I've really been enjoying this. I'm looking forward to how this all pans out at the end, and and what it, got most of the cast back together again. Jude, who's back there, haven't seen a whole lot of him. Curious to see how that all works itself out in the next 2 issues. But it's been a lot of fun. Shudder, issue number 24. Love that cover. That is a cool cover. Some bullets and some canes, and I'm not sure what else. A spear, maybe. Yeah, as always, this is the super long arc to end this book. But yeah, really excited about it. Checking it out, reading it. It's been really interesting all the way along. So always intrigued to see what kind of stories they're like. Ooh, this is a big, thick one. So it must be a showcase. New Talent Showcase, issue number 1. Not exactly sure how New Talent Showcase works now. Back in the day in my junior high and high school era. And anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by that phone call, back when I was a kid, New Talent Showcase was literally that. People you'd never seen, who had never written, who've never drawn, professional comics basically, and were doing the book. And actually it wasn't, you see here you got all these, mainstream characters. It was actually no-name characters too on top of that. So it was really all around interesting. That's the biggest reason I got it as a kid, because I was less about the talent generally as a kid. It was more about the characters, and I was curious to see about new characters and stuff. So I got it. Well, So here it is. It's like an $8 book. It's not like an $8. It is an $8 book. Super thick, super heavy. Shows all this crazy stuff on the back. It's square bound, so that's kind of cool. Catch a glimpse of the inner workings of our new creative program and the talented creators who participated. The 2016 DC Writers Workshop Pilot Program brings you 9 talents, highlighting an array of DC's best characters. So this is art by people who aren't part of the talent pool, but the writing is all supposedly. They go through this 13-week writing program, Scott Snyder driven kind of thing. And so you get all these different stories. So we get a Hellblazer story in here, a Wonder Woman story, a White Lantern story, a Hawk Girl story, a Dead Man story, a Wonder Girl story, a Catwoman, Wonder Woman story, a Superman story, and a Harley Quinn story. So, I'll be curious to check all that out and see exactly what all is in it. Constantine's story looks kind of cool, so I'll be curious to see how that all works. That'll be fun. That'll be fun to check out and read. Read some cool stuff in there, hopefully. Actually, I think it's kind of odd is I think some of these people, I may be wrong, but I think some of these people actually already have work in the DC universe that beat this publication out, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, on to other books. Saga, issue number 40. Wow, 40 issues of Saga. As always, really looking forward to checking this out. It's Saga. Cool stuff all around. Issue 13 of Ms. Marvel. Curious to see what's next for her. It's got the American flag in the background back there. I think it's going to be kind of a take on, taking charge of politics and that sort of thing, maybe. Story. We'll see. As always, Ms. Marvel is always lots of fun. Another rich and deep issue of Monstrous, I hope. Art in this continues to always be brilliant. What you see there on the cover is what is inside. Just really, really good stuff by Sana Kandaka. Killing people's names. So always really enjoy that. Another issue of A Deadly Class. Yes. Old school versus the new school. This is issue 24, 1988. Really looking forward to seeing this clash between the Russian guy and the Norseman. Seeing how that all pans out. And, of course, we've already got the introduction of the next set of rats. And how's that all going to work? Don't know. We'll find out. Awesome looking cover here. Black Widow, issue number 8. Basically, this is a brilliant Chris Samney book with Wade occasionally writing some words in it. Really have enjoyed every issue. Really curious to see what's next. What are we doing next? I love the fact that moon is... My cats are attacking my screen. You see it? The Batman wiggling back there? It's one of those kind of days where the video is just going to be a mess, right? And finally, we have the Batman Annual, issue number 1. Yet another number 1 Batman Annual. This is for the Rebirth, of course, and it's got a litany of names there. Check out that one, though. Camera won't focus that close. Paul Dini. Get to see Paul Dini writing some Batman again. It has been probably 4 or 5 years since we've had Dini writing Batman beyond his bio thing that had Batman in it. So really super excited about that. Curious to check out, see some other Batman stories that hopefully I will enjoy and be excited about, since as everybody who has been watching me knows, I've been ranting and raving about how I've been pretty irritated and upset with Batman as a whole. So, excited for that. And that is it. That is my books. Now I'm going to piecemeal this all together, and I'm going to start reading some comics. And hey, hopefully I'll have them read weekend early next week. No promises, clearly, because I break them too often when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'll talk about these books. I'll cut my own video and I'll talk about these books by myself. Maybe look forward to that. At any rate, have a great week, everybody, and I will catch you next week when maybe we'll have a comic book roundtable. Later, all.